What could possibly be more natural than Ayurveda? And in Ayurveda lies the answers to several of our queries surrounding our health in peak summers. Let's take a look at some of the kind of advice that is coming from experts who practice Ayurveda.
According to our prakritis, like people who are more high on air element or more on vata types, they need even more hydration than maybe a kapha person who's more high on water and earth element. And then we have pitta people who have more fire element in them. They need the most of hydration in this period. So to put it in simple words, I would just say that you just need some detox herbs, some detox teas that you can simply make in your kitchen on a regular basis. Like especially the people with very low weight and who are not very regular with their routines, who don't have a fixed meal times, they can keep their hydration in check by making a simple infusion which they can soak in the night, like a ginger decoction with adding some cumin to it and some mint leaves in the night, and they can take it in the morning. For them, taking a little warmer stuff will be much better for hydration than just a little colder one. Whereas for the pitta people, it will be better to go more with rose and cumin and fennel teas. They can even add some cucumber slices to your water infusion. And simple thing to do, just drink it in the morning once you get up, even before brushing. You can just divide it based on how you look. So there are 3 body types, which we can identify. Someone who's very lean and the body is generally very dry, more prone to constipation, doesn't follow a routine, is more of a vata kind of a person. And pitta people are more who are like medium weight, who are more fiery in nature, they tend to get more into short tempers, cannot tolerate heat for a long time. All this comes under pitta. And kapha are more, more stout, more heavy built, and more prone to cough and cold, and a little lethargic. Those sedentary and foodie types, they all come under the kapha. So this is just a generalization which I am giving. But when you meet an Ayurveda doctor for a Nadi Pariksha, it's a very, very deep and profound diagnosis by which you can not only just know your body type, but also how your behavior is, how your mind pattern is. And it does a lot, because in summers, many people tend to get, more into anxiety. Many people tend to get more into anger, and many people tend to get more into depression. So these kinds, we can even identify through the Nadi Pariksha or the pulse diagnosis. But to know it in a much simpler way, you can do it by your body weights and your patterns of appetite. This is a very beautiful secret that I want to share with you today, that our lungs are the major detox organs in our body, which are highly neglected by all of us because we don't do the deep breathings. We don't breathe properly. We are only using 30% of the capacity of our lungs. So by doing yoga and some pranayamas and some mudras, we can actually enhance the capacity of our lungs, and then it can help us to detox ourselves in a much better way. There are a lot of cooling asanas that we can do in the summertime, and all these asanas were very beautifully, have been planned and structured in the Ayurvedic and the yogic sciences, which are in tune with the nature. So it goes with the sun cycle. So there is a concept of dinacharya in Ayurveda, where there is a daily regimen that we need to follow. So if we do our yogasanas in the morning time, which is the 6 to 10 a.m. time, 6 to 10 a.m. time, that is the time when we can really start the day by cooling our mind and body. And once we face the day, we'll be ready to face it with all the better immunity and better recharge.